Hi, this is Jeff Ramundo for the Tuesday Thursday cohort for Coding Bootcamp, and I'm going to just demonstrate my homework application for this week. Try and go as quickly as possible, but there are quite a few components. So um, this is the Node.js MySQL Amazon application. Starting off with the SQL database and three Node.js console applications. Just a quick look at the schema for the database, and then each one of the applications used Inquirer and console table, and my SQL from the as my node packages for this week. And without further ado, go ahead and test out the application. So starting with the customer app, I'll show it off in the terminal. So initially, it shows the database in a table with the item ID as the as the key, and then also added to the database the product sales column in the database, and through Inquirer, the user then has the opportunity to go ahead and purchase any of the items. So I'll go ahead and purchase a canoe. And we'll say for now we'll just get 2. And then that will update our database. So instead of 15, we now have 13 and $500 in sales. And we can do that up until as long as there's enough in stock. So if we were going to purchase 26 iPads, it shouldn't let us do that. So that product is out of stock or not enough on hand to fulfill the order. And then we can go ahead and instead of that, we can purchase, say, just for the next application, I'm going to purchase 24 of the iPods. And that should leave us with just the one. And with $4,800 in sales. Okay, so moving on to the manager app. So here it's going to give us, instead of just straight input, it's going to, through the Inquirer, has set up 4 different choices. So the first thing we can do is look at products and inventory. So, and as you can see, it actually updated this view as well with the $4,800 in iPods that I purchased and the 2 canoes. So if we go to the second option, which is to view with low inventory, so anything under 5 items in stock should give us a low interview view, and that's why I purchased the 24 iPads. So it should show us iPads if we do this, and it does product ID and our iPads with only 1 in quantity. The next thing we can do from this view is we can add to the inventory. So we could go ahead and to our iPods, we could say add 5 more. And if we view this one, we can see that they now have 6 in stock. And the last thing we can do from the manager application is to add a new product. So if we say new product is hamster and department is pets, and we'll say the price is $25. And let's get a lot of hamsters. Let's get like 600 hamsters. And should have then 600 hamsters ready to go, ready for sales. In the inventory. And then lastly, we can look at the supervisor application. So in here, I went in through the database and went ahead and updated the overheads from nulls and gave each one of them overhead, just so this would look a little bit better. And then it can show your performance. So it looks like in that big sale on electronics we had for the iPods gives us a big profit, but everything else is currently below profit. And the other thing we can do here is to create a new sales department. So we can go ahead and say our new department name is nutrition. And our overhead cost, let's say 600. And then if we go back to our manager, and now if we would go ahead and add a new product and say product name is protein in department nutrition and price, let's say $50. And when we do this, it should tell us that nutrition is already a department. So let's go ahead and do 30 of these. Yeah, a department already exists in the table. So then when we go back and look at our inventory, then we have our there, and it just keeps updating. That should cover everything. So thank you very much. Goodbye.